Okay, on this problem it says sketch the graph and find the horizontal and vertical asymptotes of the reciprocal squared function that has been shifted right 3 units and up 4 units. Now, this graph that I have in front of you right here is the reciprocal squared function, but we are going to shift it to the right 3 units and then go with orange this time, up 4 units. So right now when you look at this thing, I'll use a pen for this one. Yeah, we'll go with pink. Okay, right here, my y-axis is actually the vertical asymptote. An asymptote is this imaginary line that your graph cannot cross over. And so on the left here, as this thing is going up and up and up and up and up and up, it gets closer and closer and closer to that y-axis, but it never crosses over it. And it does the same thing on this side. It just keeps getting closer and closer and closer, but never crosses over it. So that's my vertical asymptote. And that thing, if I can get it to erase, if you shift the whole graph to the right, that vertical asymptote, which right now is going through the x-axis at 0, it will now go through the x-axis at the 3. So this whole thing is going to shift, and you're going to now have that, and I'll put the graph is in blue, dark blue. It's now going to look like this. Okay, ignore the original graph. It is now shifted 3 units to the right. And then I need another graph up here. So 1, 2, 3. You now have a vertical asymptote right here, and the graph goes like this now. Sorry, that's my cat. She is, I don't know what her problem is. Shut up! Okay, and now we're going to go up 4 units. Okay, for this thing to go up 4 units, boy, it does not want to erase. That involves the horizontal asymptote, which is the x-axis. This graph, as it's going down and going towards its end behavior, it never crosses the x-axis. Same thing here, it never crosses the x-axis. But we're going to shift that up 4 units. So that green horizontal line is now going to go up to here, and the whole graph is going to do this at the same time. But keep in mind, we have also shifted it to the right 3 units. So on this picture here, that line's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And the graph is going to be going here and here now. Okay, so my final graph should look, it should move 1, 2, 3 to the right and up 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should run along here and then turn and then come down and turn there. Pretend like I did a good job with my, here's my horizontal asymptote. And here's my vertical asymptote. Oh my gosh, let's just go to, let's look at their pictures. Okay, this one went 1, 2, 3 to the left and then rose up 2. This one went 3 to the left and went down, oh, sorry, 4. Oh, well, that's annoying. Look at their x-axis. Their x-axis goes 1, 2, 3, 4. but their y-axis goes 2, 4, 6, 8. Hate it when they do that. Okay, so this one's going 3 to the right, but it's still going down 4. This one went 3 to the right, but went up 4, so it's this one right here. And then it wants to know what's the vertical asymptote. The vertical asymptote is that red dotted line. It's a vertical line going through the x-axis at 3. Horizontal asymptote is the horizontal green line. That's going through the y-axis at 4. And then how'd that do? And got it all right. So, hope that made sense. It's a little hard to draw this.